welcome back to Made Up. It's your girl Diane, and in today's video we are gonna go over my recent ULTA haul from the 21 Days of Beauty event. Earlier I had uploaded a video about all the different sales, everything that was coming up, and in this video we're gonna go over what I picked up and my first impressions on these products. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's get made up. First things first, I picked up 2 moisturizers, the Shiseido Essential Energy Moisturizing Cream, and then also the It Confidence in a Cream, which I have both never tried before. Because I picked up 2 of them, I did one half of my face with the Shiseido, which is this side, and then I did the other side with the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream on this half of my face. First impressions, they both went on very, very smoothly. This one here, the Shiseido on this first side, it definitely has a fragrance. I like fragrance typically, and this is one that I actually kind of like. It's very light and airy and a little bit floral, and I like that. And I don't know if this is for everyone, but it kind of reminds me of creams, maybe more so back in the day. So it's not so strong of a fragrance, but it definitely is a very floral and present scent. I didn't notice it once it went onto the skin. I didn't notice that the fragrance stayed at all. I feel like it dissipated pretty quickly, but overall, I mean, this was my first time trying this cream. I think it went on really nice and I really enjoyed the smell. The makeup, I didn't notice any difference. I think it went on really, really smoothly. And really the same for this Confidence in a Cream on this one. It went on really, really smoothly. It was almost like, when it first comes out, it looks like a butter. Like I can't believe it's not butter. Not quite as yellow, but I felt like the consistency and what it looked like. No complaints just yet, but again, this is day 1 of me trying these creams. The makeup laid on top of it, very nice. I didn't notice a scent. I think there is a little bit of a smell, but I don't believe it's fragrance. It might just be the product itself and what it smells like. I'll have to look this up to see if it actually claims to be fragrance free, because I really have to go in there to really smell anything. First impressions is that it doesn't really have a fragrance, but I will look it up and make sure. Another item that I tried to get was the Kate Somerville cleanser. I did buy it and then they sent me an email saying it was out of stock, so I was definitely disappointed, because that smell on that one, I live for that smell. It's like being at a spa. It's just fantastic. So the next thing I got is this Origins GinZing. Is it GinZing? GinZing SPF 40. This is an energy boosting tinted moisturizer, broad spectrum, of course. It's a little bit small, but it is 1.7 ounces. So just like your standard moisturizer, that's about how much it is. It's just, it looks so compact, like so tiny. It's got a squeeze tube here. It's got a light tint to it. You definitely notice, because once you touch like this side of the bottle, which is white, it'll get all over, and it's definitely tinted, but not as tinted as other SPFs. There is a scent to this one though. I can't really place the scent. It's a little lemony, I feel like. And then of course it does smell a little bit like traditional sunscreen. And when it comes out, it actually has these little speckles in it that almost look like it has little bits of vanilla bean. It really doesn't. Like, I know you can't see it. They're the tiniest particles. That was a really bad description. Not like vanilla bean, but kind of, because it's speckled a little bit. It definitely wears away on your skin. It doesn't like leave little spots or anything. Whatever it is dissipates into the skin. So after you rub it in, the smell of sunblock is more prevalent. So I didn't smell it right away as it comes out of the container. If you buy like a normal sunscreen for the pool, for your body, you know how as soon as you take it out, you smell it immediately? This wasn't like that. However, after I've rubbed it into the skin, it definitely lingers, and it definitely has that sunscreen smell with just like a little tinge of something citrusy. But it's there. So if you are not loving fragrance these days, then I might stay away from this one. This was my first time trying it today, And so far, the makeup has gone on very lovely, but obviously I've tried some new products today, so I won't have a true representation of how this is done until I try it with my everyday tried and true makeup that I have a lot of experience with. But so far, this makeup went on really, really well. It didn't pill. I don't believe that it changed the consistency of the foundation, which I am used to, in any sort of way. I think it looked lovely on the skin. So the next things I got were concealers. I got the new Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. So this was a new product that I didn't notice right away. And then on the day of, like when this came up on the sale, I was like, oh wait, this is a new product. So this is like their creamy version of the Shape Tape. So I picked this up. I wasn't planning on picking up this new concealer, but I wanted to give it a shot. Shape Tape is very drying on me. I don't have good results from it, and it just doesn't look good on the skin. It ends up looking dry and crepey, and there's actually not many concealers on me that do that. The Shape Tape is specifically one of them. And then this one is the new Ultra Creamy, which I wore on this side of the face today. And then I forgot actually that I bought a second concealer. So I did it on both sides of the face and then had to remove this side. Blooper. And then use this one on this side. So on first glance, when I first put it on, I could notice a difference immediately. Like this looked just a little bit more brightened. And it also could be because of the color in this, maybe not necessarily the formula, but the shade on this one. So this I got in shade 27S, and that also happens to be the same foundation shade in this Tarte Foundsealer that I have. The 27S, which is the light medium sand, works best for me. So more than likely, I'll end up using this to cover up hyperpigmentation around the face, not necessarily for a brightening moment, but I wanted to see how it would do under the eye, and I just figured I'd give it a try before I invest in another shade of this stuff. I just have to find out if it'll even work for me, if it'll crease, if I'll still have the same problem. So I did put it under this side, and then the IT Cosmetics, the Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer on this side. Once I actually powdered down, I feel like color-wise, they looked very similar, but this one maybe slightly looks a little bit more awake, a little brightened, a little less of this wrinkle shows. It kind of covers up a little bit more. And that's really just my first impressions. We'll see how the products do, but this went on super nice and creamy, just like it says. So far, so good. I've been wearing this makeup for a little bit, maybe over an hour now. And then this one here, this is a very thick formula. It's definitely one I'm going to be dabbing with a brush or with a sponge, and very sparingly. So this kind of seems very potent. A little goes a long way. So moving on. The next thing I bought were these nude sticks, and I got them in two shades. I got them in Bondi Bay and Beach Babe. I figured I could use one for bronzer and one for blush. This was my first experience with these nude sticks. They come in these cute little tins. Adorable. Love that. But I definitely want to find something to do with this because I would not want to throw this away. Do you guys ever do that? Like, it's such a good container, you have to hold on to it. With these, one side is the actual color, and that you spin this around, and of course it comes up. And then on the other side is this little dense brush, and this does not move up. It just stays there. I had read some reviews that said this was scratchy. I didn't feel that way. I was actually expecting it to be less soft than it actually is. I think it's pretty soft. It's dense, as you can see, but that's, I'm assuming, what their intention was. So I actually think this brush on the end here worked really well. I'm gonna try a few more brushes. I did do one side of my face as far as the brush. I used the brush on the end here, and then for the other side of the face, I used this brush. I just wanted to see a little bit of a difference. Obviously, I'm gonna keep playing with this. I'll probably use a sponge the next time. I just didn't have any clean sponges, if I'm being honest. But I would have loved to use a sponge this time. I will next time. I'll get them clean, I promise. First impressions, the color, the bronzer, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have done a deeper color on this. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't know if I was scared. or maybe this looked different to me online. It's definitely a beautiful color, but it's not deep enough to really give that bronzer type effect. It kind of worked, and maybe if I pile it on more, it'd be a little bit better, but I don't like too much product on my face like that, so I couldn't just keep piling it on. Actually, on this side of my face, I did try to add more color because this is the side that I use with this brush, and it took away more product than using the brush that it comes with, because this one, I just used the same amount of product and I stopped there. And this one I had to add more bronzer and more blush. This is the side with the brush that comes with, and this side I used this brush, and unfortunately I definitely feel like it picked up some of my concealer here when I used it. I cover this kind of area right here and not covered anymore, so that is super unfortunate. I want to play with these more, and I really do like them. I wish I would have got this in a deeper shade. So far, I like them. They should have been just a little more pigmented, but I'll keep playing with this. The next item that I picked up was this deep cleansing oil, the DHC one that I was so excited about. I have never used this cleansing oil before, but I've heard rave reviews about it, and so I was super excited to give this a shot. This is a 6.7 fluid ounce bottle. I think I got it for about $14. I really like the consistency. I've only tried it once. It did work well with most of my makeup. I did have to touch up my eyes a little bit as far as the mascara breaking down, but it's possible that I didn't spend enough time maybe working that in. I did use a micellar water eventually for the mascara, but for the most part, it broke down the rest of my makeup very nicely. It does have a smell. I think I read some reviews that some people might not like the smell. It doesn't smell to me like it has any sort of fragrance or anything. I feel like it's just what the product smells like, basically the ingredients in here. I didn't mind it. I kind of feel like it was very similar to a lot of other oils, and I have no complaints. It worked really, really well, and I'm happy I got to pick this up. The next time though, I will spend a little bit more time trying to let it sit on the mascara, because I feel like maybe I just didn't do it justice, so I'll give that a try. But overall, really happy that I picked this up. Last thing I picked up was the Estee Lauder Radiant Skin Repair and Renew Set. And I think these are all kind of mini sizes or smaller sizes. I believe that the Advanced Night Repair is only 0.67 fluid ounces. That one, a little goes a long way, and I'm very familiar with that. I had it once and my skin looked absolutely lovely on it. So I just decided to pick it up again. It's usually very expensive if you buy the full size. Well, what I consider to be very expensive. So this came in a little mini set, and it had 2 other products in there. So I just figured that it was a pretty good deal. It was $25 for a little set. I'll see if I like the other 2 products, and if not, at least I know that the Advanced Night Repair does wonders for my skin. I had a bad reaction to some skincare, and I had all kinds of issues, so that product cannot get here soon enough. I'm basically waiting by my door for that to show up. So thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you picked up any of these products. Love them, hate them, let me know the tea. Also, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Until next time, friends. Bye.